I messed up. I made a mistake. And what I did was, today we are back at it. Another wedding here at the Meadows at Firefly Preserve, right outside of Raleigh. It feels like we're in the mountains or the country, really. I've only played here a couple times. I can tell they've done a lot of improvements and renovations to this building, which is super cool, as you'll see from some of the footage. But anyway, ready for another big gig. Got the Bunn Gear Command Center out. Got the Astera AX1 Pixel tubes out. Just finished doing the ceremony with the Sennheiser LSP 500. And that went well, so we're off to a good start. Super hot day. Ready to rock some faces. Again, stick around for the journey. If you like these gig logs, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, and also give the video a like, hit the bell, let you know when we go live with new videos, which is every single Thursday. And again, always leave a comment because I love to respond to them. Keep watching. I think this is gonna be a good one. I got a good feeling. Let's do it.
Mrs. and Mr. Rotunda.
Hey guys, so it's Monday and I'm just getting back in the office and really reviewing some of the footage that Saquon shot for me. That's my assistant on Saturday night at the Meadows at Firefly Preserve is the name of the venue. And really just thinking back over the wedding and not wanting this to be the kind of same old gig log where we really just talk about the gear, show a few clips of dancing. Like I really wanted to review the clips, which I just did, and kind of pull out some of the maybe nuggets or hopefully educational points that I can share with you guys as somebody that's been doing this for a long time. And the first thing that I'll admit, and this is hard for somebody like me to admit, that strives for perfection and always wants to be the best and really, you know, offers this top-notch service. I messed up. I made a mistake. And what I did was I probably was prepping too late a few days before the wedding, and she wanted one of the bridesmaids' songs that they were walking down the aisle to during the ceremony. The first minute cut off, and I trimmed the song and I put it on my iPod, which is how I usually play the music for the ceremony. And it was the wrong song. Luckily, it was not the processional. Her song coming down the aisle was perfect and it hit at the right moment and everything was really special for that. But the song for the bridesmaids, or the bridespeople in this case, was wrong. The wedding planner kind of pointed it out at the end of the ceremony. Once the bride and groom kind of freed up from talking to people right before dinner, I went over and just apologized. First thing I did before I even did the introductions, I found them during the cocktail hour, said I botched it, grabbed the wrong song, I dragged it in the GarageBand, and I cut the wrong song. I'm so sorry. Keep in mind, somebody passed out during the middle of the ceremony, so any other problems were kind of forgotten because of this girl passing out. Don't worry, she was okay. She just got too hot or either locked her knees out. But a terrible way to start the day, right? Because now you're in your head, you're second guessing everything you're about to do, and it's not a great feeling. That's point number one I wanted to make. We all mess up, we make mistakes. Best thing you can do, own it, apologize, and move on. Just like a golfer that shanks the ball into the water on the first tee box, he's got to get over it and play 17 more holes and win the tournament, right? I apologize. She was very cool about it. I brushed it under the rug and we move on, right? So my second point is you got to be ready for pretty much anything, right? Girl passed out, middle of the ceremony, bridegroom rush over, people were running down the aisle, a couple of doctors ran up there, people were grabbing water, towels. Luckily, again, she just passed out. I think she overheated or she kind of locked her knees and whatever. Passed out, they got her to come to, she sat down on the front row. But you gotta be ready for anything. What did I do? Number one, killed all the microphones. Killed the mic on the stand, which was right there beside where she passed out. And I also killed the officiant's mic because he kind of ran over to help as well. Second thing I did is I put on some background classical music, kind of prelude music, if you will. Why? So things weren't so awkward and quiet and you couldn't hear what they were saying and things. Just put on some music, and honestly, what was probably 5 minutes seemed like 50 minutes, but it would have been a lot more awkward with absolutely no music, or if you could have heard what people were saying on those microphones. So be ready for anything. Which brings me to my third point, being prepared. I'm an Eagle Scout. That was like our motto, be prepared. And I was. You know why? Because if you look at this B-roll, you'll see that there were really 4 distinct setups. There were actually 4 distinct setups. You had the ceremony kind of up on that little hilltop in the grass. So there we had the Sennheiser LSP 500, battery powered, with the mics built in it. The second spot was the cocktail hour outside of that kind of main building, outdoors, where we were just running an iPod into the EV Evolve 30. The third spot, obviously the dance floor, which was completely separate from like the dining area, even though it's only separated by those curtains that you see there. And really, technically, I was short 1 more Evolve 30. So what did I do? At the end of cocktail hour, I faded that song out and immediately kind of hustled that speaker inside so that the main DJ system was not only playing on the dance floor, but also broadcasting over into that dining room. 1, so they could hear the background music during dinner, but also the first dance and the speeches were in that room. If I had not had an extra speaker, I would have been in big, big trouble that night. Always, always, always bring an extra speaker. Really, an extra pair would be ideal. So last couple of points I'll make here before I wrap this up. All is forgotten when the dance floor is raging. I grade myself after every Saturday night, and I looked at Saquon and I was like, I think we just had an A+ wedding, my dude. And we did. It was an absolute rager. I could have played anything. My mixes were spot on. The people were into it, singing every word. It was just one of those nights. And even though I made that mistake to start the day, I had forgotten about it, the bride had forgotten about it, and I'm sure she'll end up giving me an incredible survey when they go out. My final point is, dude, how good do those Astera tubes look when they're popping off on the dance floor? They light up the entire room, and I just had them right there behind me. They were incredible. And one more final point. Even though sometimes people don't pay for all your upsells and gadgets and widgets, if you're having that party and you're having that moment, and you want to create like the next level experience or that next level photograph or that next level video clip, just give it to them. In other words, I looked at Saquon in the middle of that party and I was like, this is the night. Go get the CO2 cannon. And he brought it in and that girl fired it off. Everybody went nuts. And I guarantee that photographer right there in the front row got some sick pictures for me to use for my marketing. So that's it. I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment, hit the bell, all the things. I really, really appreciate you guys. We're over 5,000 subscribers now, aiming for 10. Please, please help me get there. Share this video, send it to your DJ friends, and I'll see you back here next Thursday. Every Thursday, brand new videos. I'm out.